Another week, another Marvel Legend pre-order. McFarlane Toys announces a new wave of DC 7-inch Page Puncher figures. Mattel and Hasbro working together, and a whole lot more. So let's jump into it. Hey, all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here, and welcome to a Monday edition of TNI News. And as always, we've got a lot to cover today. Let's start off with a little bit of news on the Mattel front. And first of all, this weekend, it looks like Amazon maybe jumped the gun and put up for pre-order early the Masters of the Universe Origins Snake Mountain playset. So we'd seen some initial images for this set, but now we've got the whole full-on gallery of images for it. Now, Amazon was selling this set this weekend for $79.99. They list it with an August 28th release date, so it should be out later this summer. Now, as I'm filming this, it was up for most of the weekend, but as I'm filming this, it looks like it is not currently available for pre-order on Amazon's website. I don't know if that's because it sold out, or more likely somebody said something and Amazon pulled it, because the official pre-order date for this isn't supposed to be until later this week on April 28th. So at 9 a.m. Eastern time is when this is supposed to officially go up for pre-order everywhere, including our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. So my guess is Amazon will have it relisted at that point. But again, they did have it up for most of this weekend. And again, we now have the official images for that set. And then today we got some somewhat surprising news. We got a press release put out by both Hasbro and Mattel. It was a joint press release. The two companies are apparently going to be working together. They've struck a deal, a licensing pact to create co-branded toys and games. So if you know the history of these two companies, you know that they have not really gotten along very well in the past. So the fact that they are actually working together, even if it's probably in what I would consider to be a fairly limited way, I think you're going to see things like Monopoly Barbie, or a Barbie version of Monopoly, Transformers Uno, Hot Wheels possibly. That might be the coolest thing. We might see some Transformer Hot Wheels, maybe even G.I. Joe, some G.I. Joe vehicles done as Hot Wheels. So I could see that being kind of cool. But beyond that, I wouldn't really expect a whole lot from this. But again, being these two companies in the past have really never gotten along with one another, it's interesting to see that they've come up with this deal. Whether that leads to anything greater down the road, could we see these two companies end up merging or one buying out the other? There's been rumors periodically. Every couple of years you'll hear rumors that one is trying to buy out the other. But who knows? But right now, again, these two companies have seemingly managed to put their differences aside and will start to jointly work together to create some new products with games and things like that. And while we're on the subject of Mattel and Hasbro, let's switch over to Hasbro with Marvel Legends. So we got a couple of new Marvel Legend reveals since I last talked to you guys. So last week, Dan Young from Hasbro revealed the next Spider-Man animated series VHS 2-pack that will be released as a Pulse exclusive. So this would be the third one of these 2 packs. The first one featured the black costume Spider-Man and Carnage. That one has already started to see release. The second 2-pack, which has been available for pre-order on the Hasbro Pulse website, includes the Aunt May figure and the Doc Ock figure with the bendy wire. And the next one, which will be going up for pre-order sometime next month in May, is going to be Mary Jane, along with an animated series version of Green Goblin. Now, Dan Young has indicated that there will be at least one more of these 2 packs, if not more. My guess is there will be more, as I think they're going to be doing these throughout the year. But definitely look for at least one more 2-pack coming at some point. No idea what figures will be in it. I wouldn't be surprised, since we've got Mary Jane and Aunt May, if they don't give us some version, an animated series version of Peter Parker. I definitely am kind of expecting that. But what other figures they do, your guess is as good as mine at this point. But again, this newest one with the Mary Jane and the Green Goblin, if you want to get your hands on it, will be going up on the Hasbro Pulse website for pre-order sometime in May, and my guess is probably early May. And then just today, Dan Young revealed that the next Marvel Legend pre-order for this week is going to be that Avengers 60th Anniversary 2-pack featuring the Black Knight and Sersi with their looks from the 90s. The Avenger run in the 90s where Black Knight had the laser sword and they were wearing the leather jackets and everything. So this is another one that we saw in their last live stream. Now this one is going to be offered as an Amazon exclusive, and it is going to be going up for pre-order this coming Thursday, which is the 27th. I believe it's going to go up at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So, if you want to get your hands on this one, be sure to be online Thursday, again, around 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And again, this one is going to be an Amazon exclusive. If you're a fan of the Soul Calibur 6 video game, we've got a new 1/12 scale figure coming from Storm Collectibles. So this one features the demon hunting Taki, I guess is how you say her name. I'm not sure. But she's going to come with 2 different head sculpts, multiple pairs of hands, her sword, a mask, and this is slated for release later this year. And this figure here in the United States should be offered through our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. I'm not exactly sure when it's going to go up for pre-order. Maybe later today. If not today, then probably tomorrow. Tamashii Nations has announced that they're going to be doing Berserk figures for the SH Figuarts line, and that we should be getting more details on these tomorrow, April 25th. We got some new promo images for the upcoming Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem turtle figures for the new animated movie from Playmates Toys. These images come from Second Time Around Toys and Comics. And the most notable thing here, we've seen the turtle figures, but the most notable thing is the image of the card back. And we can see besides the Turtles and Splinter, we see Rocksteady, Bebop, Leatherhead, and then Superfly. So look for all those movie figures to be released by Playmates Toys later this summer. Okay, and then finally for today, I've got some news on the McFarlane toy front. So first of all, going up for pre-order this past Friday was that DC Direct replica Riddler puzzle box. So we had seen this during the McFarlane showcase earlier this year. So this is one of those prop replica type things. It's a puzzle box that features, clues and things from the Riddler. You also get a Batarang with it. The cost of this is $99.99. It is slated for release in June, and you can get your hands on it by pre-ordering at places like our sponsors Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. And then this weekend, McFarlane Toys dropped this new preview image for their next wave of 7-inch DC Page Puncher figures. So this is another Batman-themed wave with characters with definitely different looks to them. Now, these are all based on how they appear in the comic book that will be included with the figures. So, you get the exclusive comic book, and then, like I say, that's what these figures are based on. So these definitely have kind of like a barbarian type look to them. I don't know what that is in the back. Maybe some version of Mr. Freeze, I guess. And then it looks like you have versions of Batwoman or Batgirl, Robin, and Batman himself. So when more details become available, like better images and like when it's going to go up for pre-order and such, I'll be sure to pass that information on to you guys. For you Spawn fans, coming to GameStop stores starting on April 28th, it's going to be an exclusive version of the Spawn Monolith figure. So the mega figure. So basically included with these at GameStop are going to be some extra artwork with Todd McFarlane's autograph on it. So there's going to be 500 of these offered. So most of them are just going to have Todd's signature in silver ink. However, Todd has inserted 10 special gold ink versions. Basically his autograph in gold ink, which will be numbered 1 through 10. So those are randomly inserted, I believe. I think it's a random type thing. But again, there's a total of 500 autographed, with 10 of those having the gold ink and the rest of them having the silver ink. And again, these will be offered at GameStop starting on April 28th for GameStop Pro members, I guess. and 11 a.m. Central Time is when they're supposed to be made available, I guess online. Being there's only 500, I doubt these are going to be offered in actual stores. But if you want to get this Monolith with Todd's autograph, then probably want to head over to GameStop later this week. Okay, so that's it for today. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comments section below. Like the video if you're so inclined, and if you're new to the channel, please think about subscribing and hitting the bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. As always, guys, stay safe out there, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.